Welcome everybody to the Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament Spring Edition. Today I'm here with Fury SK, and we've got Shatty, and we've got ChronoJJ. We're gonna just see what happens.
Yeah, that's certainly the name of the game, is we have no clue what we're going to get into until they start the seed. Other than, I guess, they didn't start with the red ring, since Shatty's Mario is still green instead of changing colors.
Yeah, and we see here on ChronoJJ's side, Link is still in his green tunic state, so here we go. We are starting. We're starting up here, up on the river next to Forgotten Spot. And take a look at what we have here. Did you see what was the inventory? It looks like we're starting with the Lord Banana. You know, everybody's favorite banana. Oh, and it looks like we have 0 HP enemies. At the very least. We may, definitely 0 HP enemies. No way those moblins would fall to the boomerang.
Yeah, they usually have a couple HP, so it's either the most extreme of plus or minus, or it's going to end up being 0 HP.
It is the most extreme plus or minus, because look at that. The bomb, the Armos on Shatty's side did not go down to a shot of the boomerang. So it looks like we're dealing with plus or minus 4 HP. And it looks like we have a vanilla take any roads.
Yep, so we're starting to see some of the flags already come into play.
Yeah, and it does mean that, of course, we start with the power bracelet. Now, we don't know what quest this is, and it looks like we do not have a shuffled sword.
Looks like we do have bonus candles on, so they'll be able to find one in the bonus cave if they come across one.
Yeah.
Certainly not a ton of early divergence, and at least an early indication that we may have a standard bomb on at least the green moblins.
Yeah. We're both runners, managing to find bombs. Gonna check here if this opens. It does not open, so we are at the very least in mixed quest. So we know for sure now that we are not in strict first quest, because otherwise that would have opened. Now what have we got here? Okay, it's just a potion shop.
And come on, chat, they are kind of green, even though they're supposed to be blue, I guess. At least not pronounced like the dark nuts are, for certain.
The spinies. Oh yeah, the spinies, these are dark nuts, aren't they? Or are they? Yeah. So we got dark nuts in the overworld. Yeah, we can see dark nuts there on Chrono's side. So yeah, as this is the Random Percent Tournament 2020, there's going to be a few things. We don't know exactly what is randomized until we see it. There's the ladder. There's also another thing too, though. As you could see here, both runners start with a random amount of Triforces. This is different from the old, Random Percent Tournament that was, what was that, 2017 that was in? Anyway, that was pretty much before my time.
I'm sorry, which one were we looking for?
Oh, I was talking about the last Random Percent Tournament.
Yep, I think it was spring of 2017.
Yeah, that was just, I started watching the Random Percent Tournament. I didn't start to actually do commentary until the end of the Pentaforce Tournament. But in this particular case, instead of needing a random amount of Triforces to enter level 9, we start with a random amount of Triforces, and we still need all 8 to get into 9. This is actually good because it actually prevents a situation where you have a fast Ganon in open level 9 scenario. So that means that, well, you might only have, like, say, 2 Triforces you need. Oh, look at that. Do you see that?
Yep, it stops everything you're talking about once you see that book in the shop, because you know that once you find the wand and have enough to buy it, it's going to be a fun little seed that you have on your hand.
Yeah, there's just one little tiny issue. The more that we see some of these bomb locations not open, the more it seems like we are in second quest. In second quest, well, we only have one large secret. We don't even know if that secret shuffled. Yeah, I think we've checked enough bomb spots between the two of them. We know we're in second quest. And here's the secret, and just another 30. So we're dealing with vanilla secrets, and that does mean there is going to be only one 100 rupee secret out there. So finding that, and then finding enough money for the boomstick, especially if you keep getting hit by all these, door repair charges. Yeah, there we go, and that one opens. Yeah, that's even more confirmation. And look, we found level 9 already.
Yep, and if you notice, it was on the right side on the bottom and not in the middle, so that also confirms that our second half is either first or shapes.
And we do find level 7 shortly after.
So that may give us the back half Triforces. I don't know which ones are supposed to be in place yet, but we are waiting a little bit on the first half.
And there's a magic sword. That magic sword may or may not be useful. It all depends on how things are. If we have Heart Shuffle on, we might end up with enough. But otherwise, hopefully we'll find a white sword. Hopefully we'll find that wand. There we go, there's another, it's just a small secret, but at least with the no, secret shuffle, it means that at least you're going to get a consistent flow of cash.
Yeah, the real question is, in my opinion, is there a money-making game even remotely close to start?
Yeah,
if there is, I think Shatty can actually kind of force the money-making game a little bit.
Here we go. Shatty did find a candle here in one of these take any locations. He's going to go up here and he's going to go check out the level 5 location, which, if I am correct, will be a ferry. And it is. We are 100% second quest. So Shatty should get enough information now, and yeah, because of that being second quest, we will be able to open this cave up here. And that power bracelet's actually going to be a lot more useful now, because we have a lot more power bracelet spots to check. And we also don't have to check the 4 vanilla locations, because those ones are, the take any roads are vanilla. And here we go, we've got the White Sword Cave, and it is just more money. That also means, too, that because we're dealing with second quest, that means those recorder spots are going to be more important. We do have vanilla shop prices, too. Okay, we got level 6 here on Shatty's side.
I saw that it's actually starting more towards the right and opens up and to the right, so I think there's shapes on the front.
No, yeah, you're right, because, actually, wait, could that be...
Second Quest 6, if I remember, has that one little room on the bottom and then doesn't go to 2 until the next row, so that's why I think it's going to be shapes on the front.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely correct on that. And there we go, ChronoJJ not quite getting the news that we are in 100% second quest. See, the sooner that you find out that it's second quest or first quest, the sooner you can start saving on bombs.
Well, at least you know the bombs rolled their vanilla prices, so if you find a couple of bomb shops like he did, it'll be okay.
Yep. Do we have anything here? No, there's just... Well, that's interesting. So we know then that the... it looks like the The boomstick has not rolled into the rare shop.
Yeah,
Or-
so if the shops stay their vanilla setup, the blue ring shop takes precedence as the rare shop in the book goes into where the large shield is, which is not a rare shop.
Ah, I see. That's how it works. We got another 30, nope, 10 secret, and let's see what's up on the coast. Coast is a coast heart, so either the coast heart has not been shuffled, or we are dealing with heart shuffle. For all intents and purposes, it's probably likely that it just was not a shuffled heart. They're checking out these spots down here, and just another shop here. We don't know if those arrows are going to be useful or not, so...
It certainly depends on a couple of factors. I mean, Goma's could be either just a mild population, or if extra bosses happen to 50-50 on, there's more of a chance that they might block them.
Here we go, then this is going to open up, guaranteed, because we are in second quest. That is the vanilla second quest level 7 location. Chrono not going to be doing any block clips to get in, so we're going to have to take a long way around. And let's see what's inside. It's a money-making game.
Yeah, if the prices at the shops and the secrets didn't change, I would think it's vanilla, so you have to kind of know how to manipulate that, or get, I guess, pretty lucky given that it's not quite as profitable a game.
The secret spot here will open, and it's just the vanilla whammy. There you go, Shatty's gonna get the news that it's just a heart on the coast. And we find level 1 here on Chrono's side. And Chrono is... you know what? Chrono is going to leave and come back and do a pirouette trick in order to open up that doorway. With no keys. I guess with no keys as well, it's also quite possible. It's gonna get his health back, and then first thing you should do is go through this door. And ooh, look at that. We've got Wizrobes and Lionels in the same room. Yeah, this does look like a second quest starting location. Oh, and we have a hint shop here over by the Armos on the forest. Ooh. Let's see here, so... Is it... Oh wow, do those take 2 bombs to take down those Wizrobes? There we go, we got a map, we're gonna find out, we're in shapes.
Yep, that's a pretty definitive answer there, I would say. So with that, we can definitely fill it out a little bit more now. It's going to be, what,
So
1,
like
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what we have, so we're just missing 2.
Yeah, I think we're just missing 2 and 3. Now, hold on a second here. That's actually quite hilarious, because remember, in second quest, 2 and 3 are actually swapped. But because we're missing 2 and 3, we still are missing 2 and 3. Besides, if we have first quest shapes... Okay, here we go. Shatty is now in level 1. I'm going to start exploring and is going to see that, oh man. Awful, but it got an instant Triforce. Which of course already has the Triforce, so we don't really need it. Okay, there we go. This is a little bit more manageable, just some keys. Oh, and they rolled 0 HP, so that is a relief. Get some bombs here in this room. Okay, well here's a compass. We don't need the compass, that's old news. And, oh wow, Lionels are the piranha plants. You better be careful, one hit's gonna send him back to start. And speaking of going back to start, there goes Chrono. Trying to mess with those whiz robes. Not a very good idea. Now, of course,
Yeah.
because we're following... Oops, sorry.
I was just gonna say, one's kind of the dungeon you want to dig, even if you have the Triforce, but this enemy set's almost no for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, though, because we are dealing with first quest logic here in terms of the Shapes dungeon, that does mean that we're going to have 2 items on the floor and 1 item in a staircase. So it is definitely one of the gold mine dungeons you want to see.
Yeah, it looks like Shay's gonna pirouette to see the map here in just a moment. I do think our dungeon palettes are gonna stay the same, though, based on what we're seeing color-wise.
Well, here we got level 2. Level 2 is off to the side. Well, look at that. That is an instant recorder.
Now, that could be really interesting depending on which setting rolled.
I have a feeling Chrono is trying to tangle with this Gleeok to test and see what the boss HP is going to be like. It's obviously not 0, which... Now, you can't get lucky all the time. But I'm surprised he's going to try and take down this Gleeok instead of just rushing for the recorder. I wonder if he thinks that maybe there's an item underneath? No, that's... You would know that by now.
Well, I think what his confusion might be a little bit is in second quest rooms, which I don't believe it should set up the same way if there's no second quest dungeons at all. There can be items in the corner of a room where there's also a staircase.
Yeah, but that's only if... wouldn't that usually be only if we have no free staircases?
It can happen with second quest being one either front half or back half, or if that staircase option that you just mentioned is turned on.
Yeah.
I would certainly take the flute and then just see if that flute was going to take me to unbeaten dungeons or beaten dungeons or vanilla locations.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like a bit of a time sink here trying to take down this Gleeok. But the good news is, though, is that we do have permanent sword beams, and that does make taking down this Gleeok a lot easier. Obviously, this is not the direction you'd love to take it down. I believe the other side is a lot safer, but there is no other side in this case. And even if there was another side, it would just be a bomb hole, so you wouldn't be able to hide in the doorway. Oh. Taking a hit. Alright, there we go. Takes it down. Claims the recorder. And nope, does not push. Do we have anything over here? No, we don't. And there we go. Shatty is picking up the Triforce out of 2, which is one of the 1-2 pieces of the Triforce that we need. But Chrono with the recorder, so that's pretty useful.
I think Shay's going to walk into this room, grab the recorder, and then I think he might leave, just assuming that it could potentially be hard shuffle. But he's killing it as well for the same reasons I outlined earlier. I think that they are worried about the move open stairs flag being on, this being a segment.
I thought usually they just replace the open staircases with like a double block staircase, not like a second quest room like this one would be here.
Yeah, I think that is the case, but in races such as this, I've seen people not actually test all the rooms.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got. I remember that one seed. I believe that was an all boards no swords seed. It was the wand, I think, was in the same room as a staircase. And nobody bothered to check the staircase because they figured, well, there's an item out here, then there can't be something in the staircase. And here we go, we got a rupee room here. And let's see, what else have we got showing up? Well, there's some red Lionels. Don't want to tangle with those.
Yeah, I think the reasons you dig 2 instead of leaving a little bit earlier at this point is also because 2 and I think level 4 and 5 both tend to have a few more keys, and both runners are pretty starved for keys.
Yeah. Here
Are we going to vanilla dungeons here, or... I think we're set on overworld being vanilla beaten dungeons. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that means that they're actually not going to get too much of an advantage when it comes to using the recorder.
At least it's a little bit of overworld navigation through the bottom half, and I guess up
okay,
to 5.
That's the map here. Looks like there's a space over here on the right that we can go. Is it anything? It's a hint. Manhandler threatens on Death Mountain. Okay, interesting.
We don't know if it's helpful or deceptive, or mixed even for that matter. But I think I would go with that advice and start heading that way if I were Shatty, just to make sure.
Especially since that's the other Triforce we need. And then that means you can go into level 9 and, make a quick check to see if Ganon's required or not. Because, if Ganon's not required, this could be a seed that's over in 30 minutes.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a small advantage for Shatty at this point, because I don't think ChronoJJ dug as far into level 2. I think he took his recorder and his Triforce and left.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit surprised. I guess he's fluting to make sure that it's to vanilla beaten dungeons, which is what it is. But I would be quick to either go ahead and up an A, since that's pretty close to Death Mountain, or I would have taken the Innie Road to the Graveyard, since we think the Power Bracelet spots in the vanilla setup are still there.
Yeah, well, the vanilla Power Bracelet spots are definitely there, because we saw something at the second quest Vanilla 4 location. Now, there is one up here. There's also a recorder spot. Gonna check the recorder spot first. Get all these moblins off the screen here.
Yeah, hoping to get some bomb drops, I think, too, just to max out.
I mean, he's wide as well. You can at least snipe them from a distance. Really, really, really helpful that we have the permanent sword beams turned on. And let's take a look here. And look, we've got a level 4 that's recorder required.
Yeah, it's not the one he was hoping to find, but
no.
Chrono's back in level 9 at least, so you can confirm that we know where it's at. So I think one or both of our runners now have seen level 9, and I think both actually have seen level...
Now, we still don't know whether we've got back half vanilla shapes, or if we have back half, shapes. Gonna check this out. This is where the magic sword usually resides, and it is the ring shop.
Yeah, my inkling is that the starting room doesn't appear to have shifted too much in that 7, so I'm somewhat hopeful it's a mixed quest. Looks like we have multiple dungeons on Death Mountain, though.
Oh, we do have a level 5 here.
I think this is a key dive more than anything for Shatty. There's a key right there, so you did profit 1 at minimum.
Oh, shoot. But at least we don't need to worry about using up that key. It's going to take a save, and it's going to go back to start here.
Yeah, I like the play of saving that key, because if he has to get into 9, has multiple key doors, or even level 3 for that matter, now he has the ability to retry and keep his key.
Here we go, here's level 3. So that hint was most definitely correct. And it looks like we've got an immediate ladder block here in this direction. See if there's anything of value inside this room. Ooh. These bats rolled up. Or what are they?
They are your friendly mummies, the Gibdos.
Oh, the Gibdos. I could have sworn I saw them flying. Or maybe there was, yeah. Sometimes you don't know what it is when you're using sprites that are different. Nope, just a rupee in this room, so... Got 2 more locations. Now, it would be interesting if we do run into a ladder block Triforce here in 3.
Yeah, it looks like it's Gibdo and Keese in the same room, so it's definitely easy to confuse them. They're pretty close.
And let's see, we go up here and it's, let's see what else we got here. Here's a staircase. And we got some ninja.
Yep. There is a key there, so I think he'll back up and take that key. But that right there shows Heart Shuffle. So
yeah. So that throws a bit of a wrench into everything. So now they're going to be looking for the floor drops in dungeons. And there is a key here on the floor, so it does look like it doesn't look like we have the no easy stairs.
yeah, well, the flag is simply it's most open stairs because there are some situations in which it has to spawn for the sake of shutters or otherwise.
Yeah, you can't have shutters and push blocks that lead to a staircase that appears in the corner on the same screen. You can have a shutter door. Yeah, you can have a shutter door in a room, a spiral room, or a a diamond staircase. But nothing that'll make a staircase appear. It's just the way the game is coded. Make a bomb drop here. We're dibdos. Let's see, can we bomb off to the left here? No, we can't. Interesting.
So is this some weird shape? No, I guess bombing up works.
Yeah, and then it looks like we can just go straight left, so not so bad.
Definitely looks like we're going to have Triforces in their own room throughout the entirety of this seed, so kind of questioning whether or not that leads to the same situation in 9, but I've been proven wrong there before.
Speaking of 9, now that Shatty has all of the Triforce pieces, they're eligible to get them to level 9. The only real question is, though, is that is thinking about it? No? Maybe go...
I think he was trying to farm some bombs on some of the screens and just couldn't get them to work.
Nah, I guess that's it. I was wondering if he's going back into 3 to try to find that second item.
I think it's an Itty Road play at this point.
Well,
otherwise, I'm not sure.
Yeah, any road will take him all the way back to the right area where level 9's located. So that would be like the one on the... nope, not that one. Oh, he's thinking about something else? There we go. He knows where this bomb shop's located.
Yeah, that's a fair play.
Now he's gonna go here. Yeah, this is where level 9 is. Actually, in this case, having Vanilla take any roads is actually quite useful. So here we go, already Shatty in level 9. Gonna be looking for... Well, the first thing that Shatty's gonna want to do is locate a compass. We just do not know where the princess is, whether Ganon's required. We don't even know where the silver arrows are. Now, the silver arrows do have quite a big possibility to be here in level 9, because forcing red ring and silver arrows into 9 is definitely a flag that can be turned on. We could even have a bow here in level 9 if important items are turned on. I think.
Yes, 50-50 chance that the important item flag is on, so who knows?
Take down these Pole's voice. Oh my.
Uh-oh.
We have a Ganon that's required, which means we've got a silver arrows that we need to find, and we have a bow, and we've got a ladder block.
Yeah, about that Jet C that you were hoping for, Shatty. Yeah, no dice.
Yeah, not the way you kind of were hoping to have things. This makes digging dungeons a little bit more important. I'm surprised Shatty's not taking a look and see what's here in the desert. We're still looking for a white sword item.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he gets the bow outside of level 9, if he decides to go back, or if he continues kind of looking for a ladder. I think the best play is probably just to go ahead and go straight back with the bow, but
yeah, he's gonna probably check out this level 1 first. It's got a high concentration of items.
And a high concentration of whiz robes.
Oh yeah, that's why they were avoiding it.
He was also key blocked, if I remember.
Now he's gonna be slightly less key blocked. Now he's gonna be completely key blocked.
I could have sworn he tried to bomb up on the previous screen earlier, though, so that's kind of interesting.
I'm pretty sure he might have. There might have been something stopping him.
So I don't think walkthrough walls are supposed to happen without second quest, but it'd be interesting to see if suddenly that happened.
No, well, even so, we have walkthrough walls. You don't have walkthrough walls in level 1 on second quest anyway. So there would never be walkthrough walls here in this level.
But I guess he just... I don't know what happened. Maybe I just missed it.
There might have been a case where for some reason wasn't just able to bomb up. Or maybe you're right, maybe he didn't try. But anyway, here... that's not a screen you want to see. That's not a screen you want to see.
He at least gets his key refunded, but I think I wouldn't even bother with this room and try and escape to the top.
Yeah.
I would just reset the room and try and run for my life. He's gonna try and bomb it.
Now, if he takes out... Well, he's gonna try and see if how strong they are. He does get a bomb drop, but can he get it? He's got a boomerang, so that's good. Now he's gonna save the room here, so if he ends up dying, there's gonna be less blue whiz robes. Okay, it looks like it takes 3 of them to take him down, so that's not too bad. He might even clear out this room. I don't know if he'll save one. He'll probably save one. Oh, that's rude. That's rude, Wizrobe. Wizrobes are some of the only enemies that can actually hit you while you're in the staircases. Oh, there we go. He gets a life refill. Oh, rude. I would actually save this one for later. I would go check out the rest of the dungeon, and then I would come back here. I wouldn't... Well, then again, it's not too hard, and we are rewarded with... the red candle. That's not something you really wanted to see at this point.
least he just has to walk through that room if he has to continue onwards instead of clearing.
Meanwhile, Chrono here is in level 4. Gonna exit level 4. Don't need anything in level 4 unless we do have, one of those items that are required. The Chrono doesn't know that Zelda, requires Ganon. We've got a Gleeok here. This Gleeok could very well be, and this is an easy Gleeok too, like what I was talking about earlier, which doors you enter. And,
he's definitely invincible if he goes a little bit further back into the door and uses the
yeah.
sword. I don't think
Well,
ever.
That's the interesting thing about this game is that there's kind of a sort of a way, so you're actually a little bit more forward than you think you are in terms of where you are on the screen. It's one of the reasons why you can screen scroll one direction, but you can't screen scroll the other direction. Looks like that's a shield.
Yep, picked it up, I guess because he sees so many whiz robes in so many dungeons, might as well.
Yeah, so at this point in time, well, there's the heart container. You might want to pick that one up. That'll at least guarantee him the white sword item if he finds it.
Yeah, and that guarantees that this level is finished.
Yeah, we don't need the Triforce, we already have it.
So now it's a question of does he go back to 2 for 1 item, or does he go back up to either 3 for 1 item or level 5, I think he found as well.
Interesting. Chrono took the bait. Let's hope he doesn't get jebaited with that purchase.
I mean, we don't know where the bait block is yet.
It could very well be a 9. We still have a level 7. We don't know. We don't know if we are dealing with shapes or not. Actually, wait. No, I think we are dealing with shapes. Because remember, we went up in level 9, and we had a block instantly. And we know that
you could go right in that first room. It's all shapes.
Yeah, we've got all shapes here. Oops, all shapes. This is definitely shaping up to be an interesting seed. And that was the step ladder in 2.
Yep, so that's flute and ladder in 2. And
ooh,
he's gone again.
That interesting here. Yeah, I'm just seeing chat, shaping up. Yes, that's technically a pun, but the most important thing is that I said it dryly, so it doesn't really count. That's how you're supposed to make jokes.
Yeah, you're free to make whatever jokes you want, man.
Well, those are the kind of jokes that I prefer to make, because then you don't have to be like, haha, silly, making... I mean, when you get the pun train going, that's one thing, but like... Anyway. I just want things to come organically. I don't want to force anything.
Yeah, Shatty was really hoping that staircase was actually an item. He's probably pretty sad that it's yet another staircase.
It's level 6. What were you hoping for? Oh, this could very well... No, I guess it's got that shutter, so nope. We do have the Gibdos and the Phantos. Did we even get a chance to see what the bubble curse was?
Since there's no second quest, there really shouldn't be one. There may be some visual issues depending on what their rates are on their streams, but...
that's right. Yeah, that's right. The bubble curse is only for the, the red bubbles. There we go. Gleeok lurks with the raft.
That's useful information if you believe it.
Well, so far we haven't gotten any contrary information, I don't believe. We got a hint that level 3 was on Death Mountain, and that was correct. But that's interesting, though. Shatty's going back into level 4 to look for the raft?
What was that hint on the... I saw the push block. I saw something about the code.
I don't know.
I'll have to go back and check it real quick.
It said something was on the coast. Yeah, I think there was a white sword on coast. Okay, that was the hint. So Shatty's expecting this to be truthful hints and see if that white sword is the bow or the silver arrows.
And he knows that Heart Shuffle is on, so by going to 4, he could essentially knock out 2 birds with 1 stone and get a raft, and if he's lucky, maybe that'll even lead him to a bow or silvers if they happen to be outside of that.
Even a red ring would be useful. But
Yep,
there's a ladder block. That's not a problem. Just gonna take down this, Okay, that's an interesting level 4.
And it also showcases that level 4 is at least partially ladder blocked from the entire top left, so it means that if Chrono gets in there and looks around, he's not going to be able to get any further because he doesn't have ladder.
Yeah.
So if you're rooting for Shatty in this situation, that ladder block blocking the top left means that you probably are looking for the items to be up there.
Yeah, it looks like the items are there, so... it's just an interesting shape. I mean, I know level 4 is the snake, but that kind of looks a little bit more like a dragon to me. Well, a Chinese dragon at least. There we go. Shatty going to grab the bomb upgrade. It's a vanilla 12 for 100 rupees, so we don't have any shuffle there. And here we go. We got the things here. Oh my.
So that's apparently on.
That is apparently on, and interesting enough that Shatty, checked it out. And here's another one. Got a room full of Tektites, but an empty room full of Tektites. Now we've got another walk-through wall. Yes, we do. And here we go. We've got a staircase. So this has got to be our item, since we don't have any segments in this level 4. So we're hoping that this is either going to be the bow, the silver arrows. With 7 keys, though, it's probably going to be the that is the raft.
Yep, his little canoe that he's made for the raft. So
I don't know. That looks like a mushroom.
I can say for certain it's definitely not looking like a raft, but it is the raft of the seed. So
oh, you know what? I wonder if it's supposed to be like a Super Mario 2 rocket, but you can't really do that with these graphics.
I think it's supposed to be the Super Mario Bros. 3 bow, but there's just no way to make that look the way that you want it to.
Yeah, there's a heart container, so there's nothing here in 4 besides that raft. And we'll see if the raft actually leads to something. If the hint said on the coast... Now, there's not a whole lot left in the coast. And here we go, warping to level... Oh, here we go, that's one way, so the raft was not needed to get to level 4. Or level 4's location. So, interesting. So, if we have a required item at level 4, or at the coast, raft's location, I got an interesting situation.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that that's the only spot left on the coast that the runners have not found.
Yeah.
And if the white sword hint is correct, then it's just going to be a combat upgrade, but that could be quite useful.
Well, that's still something of value.
It does look like he's going to head that way and pick up his heart container on the way, since he can pick the coast heart.
There's the heart container. And you gotta get past all of these Koopas. I guess they're acting as the Coast Guard tonight. Yep, and we've got Give Peace a Chance. Come on, game. Give Peace a chance. Here, have this sword. Unfortunately, ChronoJJ gonna bite the dust on that one. But he's in level 2, so he's on the right track to finding that ladder. Oh, Shatty's... I guess Shatty's just looking to see where to go.
Yeah, I think he's just deciding where his dungeons are and whether or not he wanted to go towards like the areas he hadn't checked.
You see, the thing is you go back into level 9 thinking maybe you'll find bone silvers in 9. Sorry, what's the right answer here? No, there we go. Ooh, just a few more hearts, and Shatty's actually going to be able to check for the magic sword.
Yep, and now ChronoJJ sees the hint for level 3, so I think he'll... If he can't get through level 2, that's probably what his next play will be.
You know, I just realized, I don't think we've seen level 8 yet. I think that might be what Shatty's looking for, it's level 8. Because level 8 also has a high concentration of items. With Heart Shuffle, that's 3. Wow, you've done it! Don't turn off the game.
Alright, ChronoJJ has his recorder and ladder at level 2, so he could be done. I think he may still look for some resources if he can't find some.
And here, meanwhile, Shatty here is going to finish off the rest of the forest.
Yep, he's going to keep on finding books and shops, and that's not really what he's after here. He's looking for... I'm trying to think of what dungeons we haven't seen.
8. We're looking for 8.
Chrono's seen 8. I don't think Shatty's seen it.
Oh, Chrono's has seen 8? Really? And where was it?
I forget where it was, but it tipped me off even further that 8 was definitely a shade before we got into level 9 and saw the entry doors.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
because
maybe
he spawned way off on the right.
And we found our single large secret. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Shatty's gonna want to look at level 8. Like I said, you know, high concentration of items. Nothing here. Just ouch.
I'm a little surprised Chrono's now going this deep into level 2. I know he's starved for keys, but at this point he's got both items. Maybe he's just forgotten since he came in so early to get the recorder that he's already gotten 2 out of it.
Yeah, that certainly becomes an issue. When you do things really early, sometimes you kind of forget that's what you did. Shatty's gonna check this recorder spot here. There we go. So yeah, what's the next, Oh yeah, I guess now Shatty's probably gonna go up and check the desert. I don't know if I quite approve of this routing.
And and looks like ChronoJJ has finished his resource dive and/or has figured out that the raft was an item he picked up from there. So we'll see if he heads to Death Mountain. I think I.
Wait. That's interesting. Now, I thought this was something that only happens on Sprite Shuffle. Instead of there being a visual hash, it just gives a code.
Oh, you're wondering why it's just numeric and letter?
Yeah, because that's usually something that happens only when Sprite Shuffle's on.
I can explain. So you know how we have bomb upgrades in place of the white and magical sword in some occasions?
Yep.
So apparently to do that, I think what it does is it changes the sprites because it's changing the sprites, it changes the hash because of the way he's got the swords changed.
Huh, okay. Interesting.
Because when we had a group Loser's Remorse out of the bomb upgrades, it went back to its normal hash. So I think it has something to do with how Fred put bomb upgrades, is the short answer.
Oh, I see. So because of the bomb upgrades being the way it is, that counts as sort of a Sprite Shuffle. Like, into the game.
Yep, for the sake of the hash, yes.
Okay, yeah. Interesting. Didn't know that. That's just the first time I saw it using the numeric code.
Hey, I've played this game for 3 years now, and I learn stuff all the time, so it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Now, I don't play this game nearly as often as I should, but I keep watching everybody else play.
Yeah, but you seem to take good notes on what you see, so just add that one to the repertoire.
Taking notes. That's hilarious. I don't take notes. I just... There's level 8.
I knew we had found it on the Chrono side, just couldn't remember where.
I guess that's next to level 3.
It was one to the left of level 3.
Yeah. So now, here we go. So there's this room. Wonder if there's anything above this room here. So that would also be ladder blocked. There's some rupees. There we go. We can bomb upwards here.
It's kind of amazing to see how the early hint for Death Mountain level 3 has kind of caused a lead to grow for Shatty. Because sent him that way, he ended up getting some hints for the white sword, figured out what he needed for level 9. Now he's got a little bit of combat advantage and has a red candle for ranged combat. So
that's interesting because I guess what it is that the more likely that you run into one truthful hint, the more likely you are to, feel like the next hints are also going to be truthful.
I think in this specific situation, since you don't know, you kind of assume things are going to be true, or that the chances of that truthful hint paying off, even if it's wrong, but gets lucky and gets right.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Well,
I think
that's the funny thing about deceptive hints is that they could still be truthful.
And they're also designed to have some truthful hints too. I just think that the amount of different types of hints you can have makes it more or less important for you to kind of expect that to be true and go ahead and solve it as if it were true and then learn it's false if it happens.
Oh, interesting. Okay. There's a magic key for Shatty. Hiding here in its vanilla level.
Yep, a coincidental Fred on that one, and a 7 hint.
So we find a hint that Korea grumbles with, well, not your favorite boomerang.
I mean, he's already got it picked up by default, so it's not something he's going to go after at this point.
Nah.
What would be interesting, though, is if that hint for the boomerang led him not to dig level 7 and level 7 happened to have the bow on the floor or something.
Yeah, that definitely could be a factor. Now, here's a question: with Sprite Shuffle on, or should I mean, with Heart Shuffle on, can you get hints? Can you get hints for items in levels that aren't in the staircases, or will they always point to a staircase item unless it's like the native drop item?
I don't believe its location has anything to do with what the hint searches for. I think the hint just searches for what dungeon it is in.
Okay, so that means that the boomerang could very well be, but the staircase could definitely have the bow.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Now here's the map out of level 8, and oh boy, look at that. That is an ink blot. That is definitely an ink blot.
Yeah, I'm doing the dangerous thing of math on stream, but it looks like about 37 rooms. That's quite a lot.
Well, I'm thinking more or less the lines of how you've got all these spaces that are like really off. Like how this part of the level 8 is, you know, in this sort of section, and then there's like another section that's, you know, off a little bit, and, you know, then you've got a whole area up on the top, in the very, very, very top left. Now, there's going to be at least one connector here because we are in level 8. Connector's probably going to get us further up into the dungeon. Unless the game just wants to be like that and just go, nope, you've got to go through that bottleneck room. But meanwhile, we do have level 5 here for Chrono. And we haven't seen much of level 5. Now here's another staircase, so we've already found one item, so this most likely might be our connector. Actually, I don't know if Shatty's even tried that. Or maybe he's just gonna... Oh, there we go. Well, he's got the any key, so that's not really that important. And here we go, we've got a ladder-blocked room with some shy guys. We bomb to the right? No, we can't bomb to the right. We can't pass on through to the right. We can't
what
go
a
up.
quirky 8 design.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, look at that. I mean, as much as it's fun to check out the shapes, it's also just you know, just look at what it means. Like, just you've got all these like different corners and sides and things, and you know that one of them's got to have what you're looking, what you're looking for. Hopefully, and we still have a drop that that needs to be found, and another staircase.
Actually, just looking for the drop, you got yet another heart container already.
Ah, okay, that's probably why I ignored that other room. Anyway, it's just a key.
Yeah, it might not be something he can choose to ignore at some point, though, if he can't get, say, left into the segment or behind the staircase that he tried to bomb around.
Now we're getting a truthful hint about Aquamantis being in the forest. So that's good, because that means if you enter level 9 and... Oh, that was close. For a minute there I thought maybe we had a bait block. But what I mean is that, ooh, this is another bad room here, just because of the lag.
It was a bait... It looked like it was almost a mugger room, but he could have gotten trapped either way in that room.
We can bomb upwards. Okay, now this is an empty room. Meanwhile, in level 5, Chrono just finds the connector staircase. Another Dodongo room with bombs. That could be something in this room. This is definitely a drop room. Goma creeps near the desert.
I don't recall where we saw level 6 at specifically, but I think at this point it was probably somewhere close to that.
Ah, interesting. Interesting here. Now there's the compass. We don't really need the compass. There's the Triforce. We already found that.
Yeah, 6 was northeast of level 1, the burn bush, which does count as near desert, so at this point it's truthful hints. I would almost
I would say 100% truthful hints. And that's good because once they enter into level 9, if they find any hints about where the princess is, which we already know, or, where Ganon or the Silver Arrows are, that might actually be value for Shatty to go back into level 9, see if you can find the hint for the Silver Arrows. But he's so deep here in level 8 that at this point in time...
Well, you know what the real dream here is, right?
The dream would be going with blocked silvers?
No, Bo and Silver's both in 9, and he clears everything else.
Ugh. Well, that'd be a dream for us, but a nightmare for Shatty.
Well, the dream is for the runners to basically kill me, I guess, on this. Hey, look, silvers. I hope.
Oh, we found the silvers here in level 8.
So that's a big dig that ChronoJJ is going to have to make to rescue Zelda this seed. So that's pretty good news for...
You know what that does mean, though? That does mean, though, that stepladder was 100% required. Actually, wait, no, I take that back.
There's a staircase, right?
Yeah, there was a staircase, so that staircase probably led from... Now, here we go. Dodongo dwells with the recorder, so Shatty's gonna burn some clues here. Maybe find one that says where the bow is. Digdogger gazes with the red ring. Oh, so Digdogger gazes with the red ring, so that means Chrono's actually gonna be on a good pace to find something nice. No feat of strength will save the princess.
So 2 junk hints as far as Shatty's concerned. But he got one very good hint that gave him one less item that he potentially has to go through if he decides he doesn't really care for the red ring to finish the seed.
Now, of course, that's good news for Chrono, because Chrono is on set to try, find the red ring. Oh. Okay, interesting. It could very well be in this room here.
Yeah, if it is, it'd be in the center of the T, so he's gonna have to execute the ladder clip.
Oh.
Which I'm sure he's fairly capable of. I saw him do some practicing, so I think he's got that.
I mean, I've never been able to ladder clip. You're right, I just don't practice.
I mean, if you go back and look at like the 2017 races, as we see some more hints, what's amazing is that not everybody really knew how to do a lot of the tricks, and then now here we are in 2020 in the tournament, and you're at a big disadvantage because almost everybody else knows what the tricks of the trade are.
So it's almost like with the Zelda 3 community, the more tricks. I mean, right now the hottest thing in the Zelda 3 community is the icebreaker glitch. And you gotta learn the icebreaker glitch because you don't want to be stuck having to do the bomb jump in Ice Palace.
Yeah, it's incredible how far this community's come with every one of the runners getting stronger and stronger as the years go on.
Yeah, also makes a lot of the, oh, there's the drop item. Yeah, it does make, it's at the same time it makes things more accessible. It also makes things a little bit more difficult because not everybody can easily pull those tricks off. And for example, with myself, I mean, that obviously means that, it kind of soft bars me from entering any of these tournaments just because I wouldn't be able to keep up. But then I've never been much for racing anyway. I've always been more of a casual, player. I'm not even interested in dying, I mean, I could just plug in a cheat code or use save states. I'm not worried about SRL ranking.
Yeah, it's definitely more fun to laugh at others' misfortune in racing.
Now, speaking of misfortune, there goes Chrono. And we get another burning of the star. Now here we go, there's a staircase. I mean, unless this level 6 is segmented to heck and back.
Yeah. What's going to be interesting here is I think we are down to level 6 having 2 items, level 7 having 1 item, and maybe level 3 having an item, and then it's off to 9 with the last 2, so we're getting closer.
There's the map, and whoa, there we go, there's the wand.
So he reset out of those hints, and I think the book is 200 vanilla, so if that's the case, he's only 3 rupees away from really having some bomb holes open up in some dungeons.
Yeah, let's take a look and see how bad this level 6 is. Actually, that's not terrible. I mean, it's got that ugly area all the way off to the left, but in terms of, yeah, it's actually not that it's not that bad. Usually level 6 is a gigantic beast.
To answer the question, chat, what we know about level 9 is we found one staircase led to exactly where the shutter door was, and that's really all Shatty cared to do, because he knew he probably had to find the bow outside of 9, and in the process has found silvers, but not the bow yet. If it were me, based on the hint for level 7 that he got for the boomerang, I would go back to level 3 because it's so small, and then I would go to 9 to look for the bow, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. Especially if the bow is somewhere near Ganon.
Gotta be careful in this room. He just picked up a heart container. I don't know if he noticed. He may not have noticed, actually. Or did he?
He's looking to see what he got.
He went down to half a heart, so when he did that, suddenly he gained a heart container and got up to 1.5.
Yeah, so yeah, that means there's nothing in level 6, so hate to say this, but level 7 or level 9, or like you said, go back to level 3, and there's the red ring on Chrono's side.
So that's finally a big bonus for Chrono, who's kind of been behind the 8 ball as far as catching up to Shatty. Finally got some defense to play with, and something that might help him get through some of these dungeons and catch up.
Yeah, and you saw where the silver arrows were in 8. In order to catch up at this point in time, he'd have to go straight to level 7, pray that the book is, or not the book, that's what Shatty's grabbing right now, the bow. And here we go, Shatty's assembled the boomstick.
Yeah, we'll see if he goes to 3. I personally think that's the next play to make. And then you kind of question whether or not important items have shuffled into 9 at that point. In theory, you could go to 7, because you saw that level 8 was, I forget what I said, like 35, 37 rooms, so you can guesstimate how big it's going to be.
Well, the other thing about level 7 is that it is so close to level 9. So you could dig level 9, and then you could dig level 7 afterwards. Just because it's so close. Nope. Unfortunately, this room just leads all the way back here. There's nothing there.
Shoutouts to Captain Yuhu. You'll notice that for the book now we've got a merchant symbol for the shopkeep, so that's a new little addition to our tracker.
Ah,
it's great that he's able to put that together so quickly.
Mm-hmm. And there's the map to level 3.
So we have, what, one more heart container, a magical boomerang, and the bow, right? I'm not missing anything.
Oh, imagine if we got double nanners in 7.
Well, your dream, I think, just got... Well, I guess it's not technically crushed. based on what we just found.
Did you find the magic boomerang?
No, something's sadly more important.
Ah, so the bow wasn't 3. So in other words, your suggestion paid off.
Well, I'm trying to think logically what I would do in his shoes, and just because of level 3 size and the fact that he had already uncovered some rooms, it seemed more logical than to say 45 plus rooms remaining in 9.
Yeah, and when it all comes down to it, it's those little gambles. You know, do you follow the logical path or do you go and do something illogical? I guess when you're ahead, even though you might not know if you're ahead or not. I mean, if you know what kind of a player you are and you know what kind of a player your opponent is, you might be able to infer whether you're ahead or not. But yeah, it's like, do you go for the logical answer or do you make a gamble? And obviously, you know, digging level 7 was definitely the wrong answer in this case. And here we go. Gonna take a pass at Mags.
Oh, baby.
Hey, we got it.
So in case Shatty need any more of a lead.
Yeah, if we've got a 10 heart Mags, that means one thing: 0 HP Ganon time.
Well, it's still important because he is on green tunic, so it reduces the chance he gets drivered into oblivion. And oh hey, the kidnapped waits northwest of Skull. That's kind of old news.
I mean, that's good news if you don't have the compass, or if you didn't go up that direction.
It will certainly be good news for ChronoJJ once he finds his way into level 9. There's the Aquamas that's going to roar at you, but may not...
That's the roar of Ganon.
Kind of bait you, yeah.
And speaking of which, unfortunately, we don't have audio, so we can't hear the roar of Ganon, but I'm sure chat can.
I'm at least a little bit concerned that Shatty isn't trying to push against some of these walls, though, because he did walk through a wall earlier.
Then again, there is kind of enough passageways to go. I don't think it's really that important at the moment. Maybe when starts... I don't know, just realized we haven't run into that bait block yet. We definitely haven't run into a mugger room.
I suppose the real concern is if he hears Gan's roar, doesn't push on the wall, and that happens to be the shortest way, it will cost him a little bit of time and absolute. Hopefully there's more than one way in if that's the case.
Yeah, at this point in time, it's a good question. And then there's the other question of whether or not it, take any stairs. Because Shatty's not taking any stairs yet. Well, it looks like we can keep going this direction, and here we go. Nope, just another room with enemies. Keep seeing those blank rooms and kind of be like, oh no, is this gonna be it? This is gonna be it? Nope. Now that would be it, but of course, since Shatty knows how to ladder clip, not a problem.
The only reason I'm kind of curious as to why he's not checking Oh, hey, northeast of Skull. I was gonna say you can check the staircases for red ring in his case because he doesn't know it's outside the 9.
Yeah. The beast awaits in the northeast of Skull. Ooh, there we go. That's the hint that Shatty's looking for.
I must be dead.
Imagine if we had a situation where the shortest way to Ganon was through the princess's room. Now here we go, ChronoJJ picking up the raft. It's not going to help him get any further in advance, but it will definitely give him some offense. When he trades it in for that white sword.
Should be a roar anytime now, I would think. Gotta be getting close.
Yeah, you would think so, but...
Oh, we gonna have a staircase situation here, or we gotta head back closer to the start?
Sounds like he's going to avoid taking that staircase as much as possible. Nope, now he's going to up an A and go back to where the princess is. Probably, because at least now we know, northeast of Skull.
Well, I think there was a room that he was able to go up in the middle of the dungeon. He may be looking at that and saying, well, this route may take me there quicker than
Yeah.
trying to bomb my way through. He also has a key door there you can pop open. Like, this is the place where he turned left at Albuquerque instead of going up. We'll see if that's culprit in the sea.
Yeah, looks like you can get off to the right here.
So again, should be anywhere around here, maybe to the right even. Can't be too much further, that's for certain. Oh man, what a shoot location.
Roar and shoot room.
So it's on the other side of the chute. Alright, now you almost have to take staircases.
Alright, okay, is this Shatty or is this Shooty now?
Well, whatever the case may be, he's gonna have to go through some of the staircases to find his way over there, I would think.
Yeah, chat brings up a good point. That could be the one-way staircase shoot room. Oh, that would mean that there would be... If there's no other way, that would mean that we would have to take a magic staircase to get the cannon. Oh.
Oh, look at that, though.
Ooh, well that is... Oh, look at that! We did find a magic staircase.
Yeah, so it looks like it has to be a potential bomb up here? No. Oh, baby. The bait. Absolutely baited by the staircase. That's unfortunate.
Well, I think we're still in the north, Oh, wait, if that's the case, then that means... You're right, the shoe room might actually be the passageway to Ganon. Because now we're no longer in the northeast of Skull.
Yeah, I think he was looking for a bomb wall to kind of get him underneath the chute to go through it. Is this potentially the way here? If he goes left and up a little bit?
Yeah, if you can go up. Well, there's a Patra.
Yeah, he'd have to bomb up multiple times here.
Well, that's not a problem. He's got the boomstick.
Well, he's thinking that's not the route that he has to go, though. He
Huh.
might just start looking for staircases. Well, that would be something unfortunate. But that will give Chrono additional time if that happens to be the case. We don't know that it's the case. Being where that Chrono may have had a mismark happen on this track or two. Because he's got he's got an X on 8 and a 8 mark on where his 3 is. So they were on the Death Mountain, both of them, side by side. One in the second quest bomb spot, where you bomb on the left tile instead of the right, and the other one in the more traditional one.
Yeah, Miss Mark, definitely the bane of all Zelda 1 runners. I've seen some matches turn
Magical
south pretty.
walkthrough, hold on.
Here we go. And Ganon is in his own room, so from there we can kind of infer that Zelda's most definitely in her room. Also, it was a standard HP Ganon, so...
Yeah, it made that magical pickup look pretty smart. So with Ganon down, Shay just has to get into the staircase and traverse a couple of rooms, and he'll have rescued Princess Zelda. I guess Princess Peach, or Daisy in this case. Regardless. Looks like Game 1 may be going his direction.
It looks like it.
Just has to avoid getting driven batty by the keys, and he has done so.
And there it is, the door opens, we go north, and we have the princess.
Official time on this race, 1:21:13, and it only took 15 seconds for ChronoJJ to say, I see that, and I am out. I am done with the seed.
Yeah. But
So
our
hopefully we'll
princess
get
is in
both
another castle. Kappa. Yeah, that silver location definitely that was way deep in an 8. And it required the step ladder. And victory theme from Mega Man 3. Hmm. 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 And that's what happens when you don't mute your stream.
Yeah, we'll get one of them in here. Hold on.
I hear.
Yeah, it looks like we're joined by ChronoJJ. GG, sir.
Yeah. GG. Good times, fun times. Glad I signed up. Oh, man. I mean, I probably wouldn't have been close anyway, even if I had found 3.
Do you want to know where level 3 was?
I already found out through the chat in the on speedruns. Under my level 8, apparently.
Yeah, they were side by side. The second quest spot, I think, was the level 8 one, and then the 3 was the 3.
Well, that happened. I just wanted to give Shatty a chance.
Yeah, well, this seed turned out to be
brutal.
amazing beyond that point too. It was he got in there really quickly and found that Zelda was shutter blocked, and then had to go on the grand adventure of level 8 for silvers on the floor, and I think Bo was on the floor level 3. So it was a fun time for him.
That means I only had like 1 more hour left.
I couldn't believe it when level 8 wasn't at the raft spot and it was just the white sword cave. I thought for sure that was going to be level 8. I was desperately looking for that raft.
I thought for sure it was level 3. Oh, man.
That 9 was crazy too. The magic staircase, and then you had to walk through to even get to them.
Yeah, we were worried for a little bit there because you stopped walking through walls with the boomstick in your hand, even though you'd, I think, walk through 1 and 4 or some random level. But they started walking as you got close. So yeah, what do you think of that seed in total?
It was a mess. Clear to everything other than 5 and the floor in 7. The hints were fantastic, though. The hints were really good. Glad there wasn't a bow hint. So I was looking for raft, and then there was a raft hint in 6. So I went up there. Had the silvers hint. Hints were all good.
And then you got the I guess you found enough heart containers to try it at 11 and went back to magical sword. And that paid off too. Made the full HP Ganon pretty simple.
Yeah, I was pretty excited when it picked up.
Magical sword, boomstick, you had everything except for the defense, which is the one component that Chrono found level 5.
That really helped me too.
Do we have a game 2 on schedule yet? I haven't even looked that far ahead.
Yeah, I think what was it? Friday night?
Yeah, I think we settled on Friday night. A little back and forth, but I think that's where we wound up.
Yeah, same time Friday.
It looks like, may get switched over there. We got April 9th at 10:30 at night. So maybe right before the Z1M1 usually kicks off on Thursday night. Is when it's
Oh,
currently
yeah.
sitting. But
Did we switch
have
to
we chosen-
Thursday and Friday? I can't remember. We'll figure it out somewhere out there.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
We had
My
chats
notes-
about it.
Yeah, my notes for game 2 say we may have our hidden dungeon numbers turned off for that seed. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. I'm confused enough as it is, man. If I go in a dungeon and I see a question mark, that'd be about the end of it.
Yep, this was one of the rare seeds where it gave you the dungeon number and actually rolled into shapes. It's got a lot going against it for shapes to roll, but the 1 in 6 or 1 in 7 chance happened.
Full shapes, no less.
Oh, was it all shapes?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, yeah, never really got into 7 or 8 or 9, of course.
You did not want to see 8 and the amount of bomb walls that did not open, man. It was something else.
That's good.
Silvers were pretty much in the last room.
Well,
Didn't
you
go
know,
through the whole thing.
if you had taken the staircase, though, I saw
Oh,
the
good
staircase led
point.
to there.
Good
It
point.
would have got you around the ladder blocks and everything. So I was kind of chuckling when I saw it in the ladder room or in the staircase other side room. Right. But yeah, if neither one of you have too many more questions, I know we got a Final Fantasy randomizer race going on RM2. So I think that's where we're going to send everybody when we're done here.
Yep,
All right,
GG's. Thanks,
that
guys.
sounds good. Yep,
I will-
GG. Thanks for streaming. Appreciate it.
Yep, I will give some shout outs real quick to uh, our restreamer Gary and Old Wolf and our tracker Sten, who stepped in and got us covered on the tracking side of things, and to Jiggly Saint for joining me. We had a pretty good time watching you two get trolled a little bit by some of the early dungeon mobs and everything, especially by the 9 on Chatty's side. Now, I'll let Jiggly take us out of here.
Yep. So everybody have a good night and stay safe.